holds a bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering and is also a graduate of the Institute of Petroleum and Energy Studies, IPES. Enyo has been an active member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers. Holds a bachelor's degree in 2016, so a graduate. And over the years, she has developed a strong passion for knowledge sharing, collaboration, and engaging meaningfully with people. Beyond her technical profession, she enjoys reading and connecting with diverse groups, which fuels her ability to facilitate rich and insightful conversations like the panel session we are about to have. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's make welcome our panel session moderator for today, Enyo June Adejo. Over to you, Enyo. Confirm you can hear me, and welcome.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Confirm you can hear me too.
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. As always, it's such a privilege to be able to be part of these kinds of events. It's truly an honor, and I'm always happy to be here. I just want to say, Sarita, your presentation was wonderful. I mean, I don't think there's anything more we can say to motivate people to, volunteer and be part of SP than what you've presented. So thank you very much, sir. So just like we talk about diversity and we talk about respecting different perspectives in SPE, it is definitely an addition, a plus for us to have our panelists with us today, just to give a different perspective of the same thing, which is, there's no negative consequence of joining SPE, just positive consequences at all times. So please just join me in welcoming our panelists for today. Please next time. Okay, so our first panelist is called Dr. Ismaila Ibrahim. Dr. Ismaila is a seasoned energy professional with over a decade of industry experience, specializing in strategic partnerships, contract negotiations, and innovative solutions. He holds an MBA, an engineering degree, as well as 2 doctorates. A long-standing and award-winning member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, he has served in multiple leadership roles, mentored young professionals, and organized impactful industry events. His contributions have earned him prestigious recognitions, including the SP Africa Region Projects Facilities and Construction Award in 2020, as well as a spot among the top 17 energy influencers. Beyond his professional achievements, Dr. Ismaila is passionate about growth, mentorship, public speaking, travel, as well as building meaningful connections. Dr. Ismaila, please, if you're on the call, please just say hello.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So on to our next panelist. Next slide, please. So our next panelist is Madam Patience Abeda. She is the base superintendent at NEPL, overseeing the production of over 40,000 barrels of oil per day and managing gas lift compressor installations at Jones Creek Field. She began her career as a field engineer with Welltech and holds a BSc in applied geophysics from the University of Calabar. An active member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers since 2006, she has served in multiple leadership roles, including co-chairing the Young Professional Committee and the Women Development Program. Under her leadership, her chapter was named Best Chapter for 3 consecutive years. She has also represented SP at the Energy Leaders Alliance Conference in 2018 and won the Young Member Outstanding Service Award in 2019. Beyond her professional work, she is a director at Noreti Industrial Services Limited. She enjoys charity work and values family time with her husband, engineer Simon Abeda. Please, ma'am, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you can kindly unmute and say hello, please. Hello, Madam Patience. Can you hear me? Okay, so while we're waiting for Madam Patience to respond, I'll just go ahead and introduce our final panelist. That is Engineer Dr. Moses.
Hello, good evening, team.
Okay. Good evening, Ma. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
Thank you.
Okay, so our final panelist, Engineer Dr. Moses, he's a petroleum engineer with over 14 years at Total Energies E&P Nigeria, specializing in upstream projects, asset integrity, and commercial strategy. He holds degrees in petroleum engineering and project development, plus a doctorate in business administration from Grenoble École de Management, France. A 2024 SP African Regional Award winner in projects, facilities, and constructions. He is a current and NSE, he's current and NSE licensed, API 570 certified, and an active SP author and technical paper reviewer. His expertise bridges field development, process optimization, and energy transition, combining technical depth with business leadership. A passionate young professional, he has served on multiple YP committees and pioneered the Section 103's YP social media presence. Thank you very much, Dr. Moses. Please unmute and say hello. Dr. Moses, kindly unmute and say hello, please. Okay, so while we're waiting, just dive into the panel. Just to remind everyone, the panel session is talking about leveraging a platform as a volunteer to build leadership, networking, and professional skills. So just to start us off, Dr. Ismaila, please, could you share just briefly your SP journey, basically focusing on how you started volunteering and what exactly motivated you?
Hello, Enyo. Did you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, great. Okay, thank you.
Yes, okay, please go ahead, Dr. Ismaila.
Can you hear me, Claire?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. And I'm very happy and excited to be here this evening. Janetta has said a lot of things. And so for me, my personal SP journey actually started as far back as from when I was a student. I knew nothing about volunteering, and when I joined SP, I started doing things, for the sake of humanity. And it became obvious to me that that was part of volunteering. And then came the opportunity for me to, transfer the skills that I had. So I was doing like slideshows for, I remember a chapter then, that was in Petroleum Training Institute, where I started as an SP student member. I moved on from there. I became actually a chapter executive, 2 times, right? And from then on, I started volunteering at a section level. That was Warri section. I know I supported 2 conferences that was held at that time. There was a particular conference that I was moved from Warri to support the conference in Abuja, and I was in the secretariat. So I supported the registration of attendees and all of that. So that was one of my first real professional SV experience that I would say actually brought me out, and I had a lot of interfaces. And from then on, I continued my SP membership because that's very important. Everywhere you find yourself, you need to identify with SP in that particular region, either at state level or wherever. I continued with that. And then when I got in fact, my first job in the industry came through volunteering in SP. I remember the owner of the company at that point, met me, and he actually, approached me and, said, "Oh, I like what you are doing. what are you currently doing? So then I was still a student. I hadn't finished my degree at that time, but that was the start of the relationship that I built with him. And I went on when I finished my education, I reached out to him. That was how I was actually set up, starting my first professional job, and on until when I came into Port Harcourt section. So I actually volunteered in Warri section, Benin section, Port Harcourt section, and that's still what I am doing. Yeah, so for me, motivation has been what I can do and how I can give back. That is part of the things that, motivate me in this journey as an SP member. Let me leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ismaila. Thank you very much. Please, Madam Patience, could you also share with us briefly your SP journey? Also, same thing, how did you start volunteering and what's your motivation behind your start?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Madam Patience here. Thank you all for having me here. It's a great privilege to be here. My journey started 2004 in University of Calabar. Yeah, a colleague told me about SPE, and then the first time I went there, I met other students from other departments, and then thereafter, shortly after then, there was a nice event, and I was able to attend the event. So the highlight for me was that first NAIS that I attended. So after I attended that NAIS and I came back to school, I told myself, yeah, I think, in fact, I just took some role model for myself. Then I met people like Shola Robinson, Etta, Debo, though even if we couldn't have direct access to speak with them, but we were able to see them from far and admire a kind of lifestyle that they are living, and then hoping that, yeah, someday that we're going to get to be with them. So from there, I actually got my first job through SPE, the second conference I attended. Then it used to be in Abuja. Yeah, so I met the vice president of Welltech Oilfield Services, and then emails continued. And thereafter, I wasn't a high flyer in school, but through SPE, I was able to get a job that, a first class student couldn't have. And in less than a year, I was already outside the country, working in and out of the country. Then in different capacities that I've volunteered for SPE, I didn't have opportunity to be an executive member in school, probably because of my low grade, because, yeah, so there was a standard then. If you don't have at least 3.5, you cannot be amongst the SPE executives. So I didn't have that opportunity and privilege to be an executive when I was a student member. Yeah, but so when I graduated, through the help of Debo and Eta, they keep encouraging me, and then I joined as a professional member, upgraded my membership, and after then I've served in different committee, ATCE, student committee, YP, both in national level, and I also volunteered in international level as well. Like you heard before, I've won several awards too in SPE as well. So for me, okay, just also to mention that actually I got my husband through SPE as well. So I don't know what I can't actually say my success story without mentioning SPE, either at first or at the middle or at the end of the story. It can never be complete. So I'm actually a full-blown product of someone that grace of SPE has actually found, and by the grace of God, today I am an employer of not less than 70 to 80 people, right? So it's been about SPE, volunteering, the passion for me, then the charity part of it. So when I joined, and then I saw that there's also an arm, and then coupled with the kind of person I am, so that is where my interest has actually been, from day one. So whenever there is like during my board year as well, so we did a lot of charity work in YP as well. So yeah, basically I will leave it here and then continue if need be during as we progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Patience. I mean, even if you're not motivated to join SP for the technical knowledge, we have SP weddings. We had so many last year. We had the previous year before that. So that should be sufficient, motivation to join SP and be active in your volunteerism. So thank you so much, Ma, for reminding us. Dr. Moses, what about you? How did you start and what were your motivations?
Okay. Once again, good evening, everyone. I'm already excited because I'm in great company. Even if my story is not as sweet as every other person, I think I'm embedded in the middle of very great pillars. Madam Patient, our ST cares madam, and of course, my very good friend Ismaila that we used to see only in airport lounges. All right. So, hello. I joined ST back in my band, 2003. And by 2004, in my second year, I was about 7 years, 21 years ago, right?
June, if you're speaking, you are muted. And
Sorry,
Dr.
Dr.
Moses.
Moses.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me. The audio is not very clear at all. It's Bill. Can you confirm, Daniel?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's more.
Okay, so I have to remove the earpiece. So perhaps it's the earpiece that is the cause of the problem. So like I said, I joined SP back in Futo in my year one in 2003. And then by the next year in 2004, I was an ESCO. I was the treasurer for SP Futo. That's some 21 years ago. And since then, my passion for SP has enlarged. In fact, it was in 2003 that when Dr. Bolarin came for an event for final years, and I attended that event as a year one, that I heard that they were establishing Institute of Petroleum Studies, which is now IPES. They were going to establish it in November of that year, 2003, and I took note of that. And by the time I was graduating, I made further inquiries, and that's how I went to IPS, just by attending an SP event in year one. If you fast forward that, so even when I went to IPS, majority of my classmates were not from petroleum engineering. They've never heard about SP. So I made sure I created the SP wing and registered every member of my classmates. So all 23 of us became SP members. I think we're just like 3 that were formerly SP members, and then the remaining 20, I made sure that the school paid for the SP registration. And of course, we facilitated the first set of IPS students that was sponsored to NAIS event, which is now a normal thing that the likes of Enyo have come to enjoy. Was also facilitated by myself as chairman of that SP. And then the school paid I think they paid only the registration fee. I will have to pay for hotel for ourselves. Now it has evolved. So it's a full package today. So that's there. And then I came to Port Harcourt. Of course, SP runs in my blood. After I started working, I joined Section 103 in 2012 when Debola Bada was the YP chair. So he made me the director of social for YP. And then SP social media was just becoming a thing. I joined Twitter actually in 2011. And then by 2012, I had the opportunity to create the YP platforms for Facebook, for LinkedIn, for Twitter. And like, I'm happy to say that we passed those platforms over. There were no need to create new ones. That's still the platforms that we run till today. You know, it's a lot of volunteerism. I've served there several times, twice in the board of SP Section 103. In fact, it was in my body in 2000 as secretary during the COVID year. My previous secretary, Choja, was already secretary 2019. As he was coming into 2020, COVID came. So he used to run the meetings that had to now go online. He had his own personal account. So when I came, I said that, okay, we needed to institutionalize something that is much more enduring, that can be passed to the next generation. So I'm also happy to say again that the platform you are using today for this event was designed and built by myself and Simeon as my technical director then. So to make sure that SP has a lasting Zoom platform, of course, we have to make it professional. In fact, in SP, we can have 15, 20 meetings going on at once, just like we're having this meeting, all from the same platform, SP Session 103 events. On awards, which can also motivate you, that SP rewards, even though it doesn't give you money financially. I've won the WAY Award, that's the Nigerian Council We Appreciate You Award for facilities and projects. I think that was in 2022. Then in 2024, I won the regional award for facilities and projects. And then at the time, of course, I was also the membership chair. Kind of taking a little backseat now because I moved to Lagos and I love SP Section 103, so I don't want to change my section. But I know I will continue to participate more. You see me more. So for the new people, you've not gotten to see me as much as you should have. With this event, Pauline pulling me in, I promise to participate more and interact with you. So in conclusion, SP for me is the engine room of my career. You know, everything I've done, I've always made sure SP plays a very important role. My technical paper abilities to write, to speak, even when I was doing my PhD, SP writing helped me a lot because I've written some technical papers even before I started my doctorate program. So it builds you as a complete engineer. And it's not just for petroleum engineers, it's for everybody who has a business in the energy industry now, like we call it, not the oil and gas industry. So you can be an industrial physicist, an industrial chemist, a lab scientist, a computer scientist, even a banker. If you're an energy banker, you are welcome. And once again, to the incoming YP community, I encourage you, you have listened to all of these motivating stories from everyone. One day you also stand here and give your own story. But like we say, volunteerism is the key. Each of these things that we have done, we didn't get paid a dime. It's just the passion and the love that we have for the society. Thank you. Back to you, Madam June.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moses. Thank you. So, Madam Patience, I have a question for you, please. You've been in multiple leadership roles. You've co-chaired the Young Professional Committee as well as the Women Development Program. And under your leadership, just like I mentioned, the chapter was the best chapter for 3 consecutive years. So obviously, you're no stranger when it comes to leadership opportunities and superb execution. So can you tell us which of these was your first major leadership opportunity in SPE and how exactly did it shape you? Madam Patience, confirm you can hear me. Madam Patience? Okay, so while we just wait for her, I'll just throw a question to Dr. Ismaila. Was there like a defining moment when you realized that, you know, this participation, this dedication to SP really impacted your career growth? Just a particular moment that really resonates with you that you could just highlight for us, sir.
Oh, yes. I mean, there are several of them, but for this session today, I remember when I got nominated for an award, and I received a call from my CEO, you know, of my company, and he reached out to me. He was like, Young man, are you sure that is you? Because the profile I'm seeing here is some it's amazing to me. It came as a shock to him, and it actually dawned on me then and onwards that the lots of time and energy that I have been putting in SP and the things that I've been doing, has actually moved me from where I was to where I am still going, even in my journey that I'm still growing, right? But that's actually, is one of those moments that, I can look back and I'm very proud of, what I have achieved, through SP. Yeah, so SP, a lot has been said here. So in the early days of SP, you don't really find all of these kind of conversations coming up to say you need to be part of SP. These are the things. It was just more of the passion to actually do what you want to do, and looking up to people like Engineer Eta and the likes. There are many names in SP that you can call. That those are the people that actually motivate you to do what you are doing, because you don't get paid, just as Moses said. Thank you.
Jenny, you're muted.
Madam Patient, thank you, Dr. Ismaila. Thank you. Madam Patient, are you back? Can you hear me? So, Dr. Moses, so one of the things in your bio is you have this skill of combining like your technical expertise with business acumen, business knowledge. So tell me, and when you have those two things, you talk about leadership, how you can follow up with your team, achieve your objectives and all that. How exactly has volunteering in SP helped you build some of these leadership skills that you might not have gotten from your actual workplace or from school?
Thank you very much. In fact, I'll put it pointedly that I've led more teams, much number of people in SP than I've ever led in my job. Somehow, even though I've been growing in my career, I've been tending to take roles that are kind of very, very, where I manage portfolio, where I manage relationship, where I manage, like when I was in crude oil commercials, I was managing relationship and interfaces instead of actually managing people. So if you ask me about management of people in terms of leadership, I would say I will speak about it boldly because I have gotten those experiences from SP rather than from my team. In fact, the only time in my career where I've managed people directly was when I was site inspection engineer in Ofon, when I had 2 NDT inspectors reporting to me. But other than that, even today as a dev planner in the water development asset, I manage interfaces, I manage relationship with our partners, with NUPRC, so not directly people. But in SP, I have been chairman of Power-to-Power Conference, the entire team, including the board members that were under, I'm chairman of Power-to-Power Conference. I have been, what do you call it? I've been award committee chairman for Section 103 for a lot of times, Of course, I've also been a member of the board. I had my team working with me. When I was membership chairman, I had my membership committee. So this is opportunity that even if your work never gets to give you, you are going to have the opportunity to manage people and hone your leadership skills. In fact, SP will give you opportunity to do A to Z. There is nothing like in SP that maybe you are in charge of a conference and the conference did not hold. It will hold. If they give you and to say that you are managing a Olympic conference, you are going to start it from the beginning, from the conceptualization, from designing the team. Your committee will see what is the theme of this conference. You design it, you write the synopsis, you find everything from hiring the venue till the very end. I've run that kind of conference, and that's with people. And you are going to trust people, you are going to delegate, you are going to give people responsibility and believe they can deliver it. And at the end of the day, you hit your chest and say, yes, we did it. that's what I can say about the honor your leadership skill with SPE.
Thank you, Dr. Moses. That's duly noted. I'm just speaking of what you said, right? Can you just give us one example of, how something that has to be SPE has made you stand out in Total Energies? I mean, it's a very big company, so many high flyers. So like just one example of the effect of SPE in your job at Total.
Okay, very, very easy. I would say that first of all, before I started my current role, where like the DMD of Deepwater Asset is my M+2, so he now knows me on the job level. All of the directors that knew me in Total did not know me from my work. From Olatunji, the ED for Corporate Social Services, to DMD Victor Bandele, to B member. They all knew me first as an SP person with Adebola Bada and all the rest of them. So they know, okay, Total staff SP. Now, in fact, you know me with SP, then before you try to know exactly what I'm doing in the company. So that for me is a plus. And that is what we are preaching today. You take your SP commitment seriously because they are intertwined. SP is very well intertwined with your career aspirations. So that is one. Then when I got the regional award, of course, I was sponsored to go to Ghana to receive the award. Then when SP come for the SP people, that is the National Council, they come to do presentation to Total. I always have the opportunity to go sit at the board with the MD and the DMD, and they present. And every time they will project Total staff who have written technical papers. Of course, you see Moses Alon, 7 papers, 6 papers, people who have served in different board. Moses Alon is served in here. So it's always a very proud moment, So what it then means is that any day my name shows up somewhere for something, they will not say they have not seen that name before. And that's why I believe that all the things I'll be getting at the right time. Perhaps it's not because of all of the work I do, it's part of the work I do in SP. And one last thing, recently, by the grace of God, after this ATC, I'll be coming in as JPT Editorial Board, JPT International Editorial Board member for production operations. So when the guys, Chris Carpenter contacted me from JPT, SP International, he said, you were recommended. I was like, okay, so who recommended me till today? I don't know exactly who recommended me to serve in JPT Editorial Board, which I'll be coming in after the ATC. So that's, so I can be JPT Editorial Board member, JPT that I used to read in university in year 1, that I was like, what are these people talking about? I'm going to be an Editorial Board member. That's SP taking you to greater heights. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moses. Thank you. Dr. Ismaila, so you've talked about how beneficial SP has been, all the things you've accomplished, but could you highlight some of the challenges you faced while taking up leadership roles in SP, and how exactly did you overcome them?
I guess you picked me to answer a difficult question today, huh? Anyway, so, because the honest truth is that, where you have good performance, right, there's also the opposite side of it, no matter how, you want to paint it. So for me, I've had, I think one of those times was when I led the YP symposium, right? I think it was even in the peak of COVID. And so, the onus was first on me and then to the entire team to deliver that symposium. And one of the challenges that we had then was, it's still common now, funding, So what I did was that there were some strategic people, in the team that we had to come together to agree on how we're going to approach, raising the required funds that we needed, because we needed to make sure we had those funds to execute that symposium to the actual letter that we wanted it. And thankfully enough, those individuals were also people who had the same kind of spirit of volunteering that I had. And so what that did for me was that despite the challenge of, because there were people who were supposed to raise funds in each of those committees, but I didn't see that as, a challenge to latch on a particular person to say that, oh, you are not delivering on, the required funds that we need to deliver the symposium. But rather, as lead, I took it upon myself and selected a few other people amongst the team, and then we came together, developed another strategy on the go, and eventually we raised the funds. But at the end of the day, it was for everybody because the success of that symposium was for everyone, for the entire YP, and then for that board year. So whilst leading, right, you will face those challenges. And so challenges of people who might not be at the same motivational level as you are, it is left for you to decide how you want to bring them up to speed in terms of motivation. You cannot just say, oh, because this person is not performing and is part of the team, you want to kick that person out, but rather you need to bring them up to see the same vision that you're seeing, the things that keep you going. And not to forget to mention, it is also very important that as you are volunteering in SP, everybody that is connected to you, you have family members, you have friends, they share in your time and your memory. So they also need to be aware that you are putting time in SP. So they can also support you either morally, otherwise, and then you have, a total wholesome experience. And that's how I would like to, answer that question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Dr. Ita, if you permit me to drag you into our panel, I just have a few questions for you, sir. Can you hear me? Mr. Ita, can you hear me? Okay, while we're waiting for him, I think I'll go ahead and ask Madam Patience my question. Madam Patience, can you hear me? Are you back now? Madam Patience? Okay, please just give me a few seconds. Okay, so Dr. Moses and Dr. Ismaila, sorry, you are handling this panel for us. You're filling in. Thank you. So just a question for Dr. Moses, just as we're closing out the panel session. What advice would you give to our YPs that feel like they don't really have much to contribute to SP? What would you say? Hello?
Hello, sorry, I was muted.
Okay. So, Dr. Moses, what advice would you give to YPs that feel like they don't really have much to contribute? They feel like they're asking themselves, what value can I actually provide to this big volunteering organization? What do you have to say to them?
Okay. Thank you. I think Dr. Etta is back, so he will also add to this conversation eventually. The first advice I will give to the YP person is that you are valuable, okay? Your first contribution to SP volunteering is to attend the events first of all. You don't necessarily have to be committee chairman, member of whatever. If an event is called, you attend. I am very sure, I am convinced in my heart that among the 9,800 people who are here, who are not speaking, there are a lot of people who are taking notes, who are being motivated by our stories, by the stories of yourself and the story of our big boss, Etta, and everyone's story, including, of course, the story of Madam Peace and Ismaila. So you gain a lot from just attending. That's your first contribution. Your presence And of course, your presence is your time. Ismail made a very valid point. You must create time for SP. My wife celebrated when I left the board because she knows the enormity of time you have to commit to SP event. Okay, when I was secretary, I had to meet the deadline for SPI, for reporting. I have to work late at night after work just to put it. When I was award committee chair, you have to meet the nomination deadlines. You have to follow up on people. So first thing first is that commit to attend. Then second point, don't go to SP with expectation to get work. You will get work, actually. It's part of the, it's called, how do you call it? Is it fringe benefits or pets? Okay, it shouldn't be the main thing that, so some people attend 1-2 years, then they probably expected that somebody will just come and pick them up and then give them job, and it didn't happen like that. You lose motivation. Consistency is key. That's the second point. Be consistent. Don't come with expectation. There is no way. How I know is that when I come to NAIS, I know people, I'll come back, I'll turn your badge. After 2 years, if you start turning people's badge, you start seeing somebody who was student, next thing he's a member, he's in this company, next thing 2 years again, he's in another company. It's by the volunteering, is by attending, is by being present. There is no way you can be in that sea of people who mingle. You are present in NAIS conference, you make the effort to attend your local section conference, and you do all of these that you not get to get by. Now, all of us did the industry now, so it's still all of us that work in the industry, one way or the other. Okay, so two things. Number one is that you have to commit your time, and you don't have to be the main person. You have to attend physical, online, then you are consistent, and do not expect anything. That thing that you're expecting, it will come. That's for sure, especially for YP. It will come. When I was membership share, I used to pay for YPs, for membership and everything. The least you can even get, if you don't have money, you can meet someone and say, I don't think there is any senior member who you will meet to say, not beg and shower, but ideally you actually do not have money to pay for your membership dues. Someone can help you do that to make sure you are consistently participating and you are in the right place. So that's the advice I will give you. Thank you.
That's very sound advice, Dr. Mose. Very sound. Thank you. Mr. Eta, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sir. Permit me to drag you into our panel session, please.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, a lot of things that, you have young professionals that are just entering the industry, and usually the early stage of their career is when they try to work, all the energy, do long hours and all that. So how do you think, like, any advice for young professionals to balance SP volunteering with the demands of their career so that one will not suffer?
So very interesting question. So I'll tell you. So permit me, let me just put up my camera because I'm actually in some form of transit. So very interesting question. So again, the ability to balance your career and balance your volunteerism. And for those young professionals who are maybe married, balance family, balance your social pressures or social expectation is actually part of the leadership itself. I'll use myself as an example. When I was the section chairman for SP Port Harcourt, it was one of the toughest things I've done. One of the toughest things I've done in my life, because here I was leading an organization that requires 100% of your time. And then I had a career that required 100% of my time. I had a family that required my time and everything. So I just decided to prioritize. And I'll tell you what I did. And that's one of the things you guys have done today, or maybe earlier in the week. I sat down, I said, what do I intend to achieve as SP chairman? Came up with a strategy and streamlined the delivery and streamline our execution. That way, I was able to claw back my time. But it comes with personal sacrifices, i.e., I may need to sit down with my friends maybe twice a week or 3 times a week I have to reduce it to maybe 1. It comes with some personal sacrifices. You've got to claw back time because it's the same 24 hours we all have. You've got to claw back your time from other activities. It's not as if they're not important. They are. However, you have something else that you want to focus on to deliver. Maybe you're a member of a library planning committee. Maybe you're a member of the technical paper context. Maybe it's something. You've got to claw back time from somewhere else. So you ask yourself the question, what can wait? Not what can suffer. What can wait for the moment? And that's what I did. I looked at my 24 hours. I know what I didn't want my career to suffer. I didn't want family life to suffer, but maybe social life has to suffer a bit. In any case, I even have the opportunity to even claw it back inside the SP. Remember, I told you guys before that in addition to the technical and leadership skills, there's also an opportunity for us to meet and have. SP used to have social hour after every monthly technical meeting. We all look forward to it. Look at your time, prioritize your activities, claw back time from your personal activities that can wait. Remember, not what will suffer. Don't allow anything to suffer. But if you look at your 24 hours, you can find out a segment that can wait, that you can defer to tomorrow. You can defer for the next 1 month. You can defer for the next three weeks. And then claw back that time and plow it back into SP activities. That was the strategy that works for me, or that rather worked for me, and it's still working for me. I'll tell you what, I'm looking at being chairman in 2027. I'm asking myself the same question. Right now, I'm leading a multifaceted organization. We're into all sorts of stuff. And ahead of time, we're beginning to reposition because we don't want anything to suffer. Whatever can wait, we're beginning to defer it. So it's all your ability to be able to strategically defer what can wait and claw back the time and put it for our SPE activity. That's what worked for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Etta. Thank you. Just one more question, just to basically end the panel session. You've accomplished so much, Mr. Etta. So if you look back, if you had a time machine, as a young professional in SP, what exactly would you do different, sir?
So if I look back, I will tell you, and so this was what drove the merger between Students Development Committee and Young Professionals Coordinating Committee to give us Young Member Engagement Committee. So when we look at it, there's a group that suffers, and that's what you call the graduating seniors. If you the year they graduate, if you don't pull them in, 2-3 years later, if they don't have a job in the industry, they're gone. So if you ask me as a YP, I would concentrate my efforts more on ensuring that we provide a technical safety net for our graduating seniors. Moses said something, SP is not a guarantee for you to get a job. However, you must show up. And there's no how you keep showing up in that technical space. Because everybody is watching you. Everybody is watching you. The current GCO of NMPC, I did not know he was watching me. He said I must be his student affairs chairman during his council year. Everybody is watching you. So they're watching how you show up. They're watching how you deliver the task that is given to you, and how very meticulous you deliver that task. So for me, I'll put an eye on the graduating seniors to say, we just went to inaugurate SPU. I saw a lot of people that have graduated and they were not in the fold. The reason is because nobody was able to hold them, to provide that technical nest for them to hang on up until when the work comes. And that's why YP is very important. That's why YP is very important. So I'll concentrate a lot more effort on my graduating seniors to ensure that we give them that 2-3 years landing or buffer, if you may, to enable them transit smoothly into the industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure the YP chair and the team has already noted this advice and will definitely, do something to take care of that. And thank you, sir. And we're basically rounding up our panel session. Dr. Moses, just 30 seconds, final words for everyone. Just 30 seconds, sir.
Ismaila starts first, of course, to Madam Patience. I'm the last person on the panel. So Ismaila.
Okay, last words I will pick from what has been said. Be consistent. Be consistent.
All right, thank you, sir. Madam Patience, I'm sorry, I guess you had so much technical issues, but if you can just give us the minutes, just your contribution to the panel. Can you hear me, Madam Patience?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank
Yes.
you. Sorry, where I am, the network is a little bit up and down. So yeah, so my final word, just like Ismaila has said, I will encourage all the YPs to be consistent in everything they are doing. Put in your best, because of one of the takeaway that I have had is when they give you an event, like have been part of the SPE national coordinating the YP event, is more or less like you're organizing like a full, not even a wedding, like, so this knowledge, this wisdom that you're actually getting, you just feel like it's there, it's not there. So when you start your own business, most of the skills I'm using today in my personal stuff that I'm doing, I can rightly say that I actually got it through volunteering for SPE, because it actually helped you to connect with that guy that is intellectually higher than you or smarter than you. As you're connecting, you're learning, you're unlearning some of the things you feel it's not okay for you. And it doesn't just stop there, right? So it's something that you you have to use like for your entire life. It's something like, as an SPE member that has been committed, that has volunteered for different services or different roles and all of that. Even when you are in a family meeting, trust me, that difference it has to be there. The way you stand up to take up responsibility, the way you organize things, the way you speak about stuff, the way you handle things, everything is just going to be different. So please don't just volunteer because Mr. Eta have said you want to, like, you should volunteer, or the SC has once given you 5K or 10K or something, or because you like, just do it, be passionate about it. Love what you're doing, ask questions. If you see that there is someone that knows it even more better than yourself, please get to that person in private, speak to the person, chat up with the person, and do it like no man business. And then the reward is enormous. You can't count it. It's not something you can't even see it anywhere, because it's like, on the job training, like they are training you, you're getting the experience, you're just excelling. So thank you so much to all the YPs that, has given me the opportunity and the privilege to be with you today. Please count on my support whenever you need any support of any kind during this board year. Feel free to chat me about it, or if you call, I don't pick up, please just drop a chat. I will always be there to support you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Thank you. It really, I'm really sad that we didn't have time to get more knowledge from you, honestly. But it is SPE. We do this event a billion times, so I'm very sure we'll have the opportunity once again. Thank you so much, ma'am. And Dr. Moses?
Yes, finally, I think we have 1 minute. I'll just try to round up before it's 6 p.m. A lot has been said. I want to tell you, it's a charge. My own is a charge to the YP. You are the future. You are the future of SP. 13 years ago, myself and Pringle were in Bada's YP committee when he was YP chairman in 2012 or thereabout. Pringle was fresh from MSc, then from the UK, and we're just, how old we were 30 years ago, like 27, 28. Today we are all approaching 40 or more than 40. See how time flies, okay? Today, Pringle is your chairman. I've come here to say a lot of things I've done. Dr. Ismaila used to manage all of the YP symposium and all of that. He's a great organizer. So you are the future. You are the future. Today, you are 25, 22, 23, probably younger. It's the little drop that you are dropping today that is going to build your portfolio such that in 10 years' time, we'll call you, you two will stand here and read out all of your achievements in SPE. So it is about knowing that you are the future and carry yourself like that. Carry yourself like you are the future. Section 103 needs you. SP Nigeria Council needs you. Thank you very much. For continuity, okay? Because this industry is here to stay. We'll mix it together with the new energy. Oil and gas is going nowhere, so we'll all merge it together with all of the new energy for a very, very long time. So we need you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moses. I mean, this final session has been amazing. Thank you to all our panelists. We do appreciate your time. We appreciate all the advice. We appreciate, the grace that you've given us by sharing all these parts of your life and how SPE has motivated you. I am 100% sure that every single person here is motivated to join SPE, to volunteer in SPE, to make SPE a priority in their lives. So thank you so much. Dr. Moses, Dr. Ismaila, Madam Patience, Mr. Eta, thank you very, very much. As always,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the YP chair and the team for having me and having all our panelists. So over to you, Daniel.
Thank you very much for such amazing session. Thank you for asking the right questions and helping us draw these real stories and inspiring stories, I must say. Thank you very much to every one of our panelists and also to our keynote speaker who also joined in and gave us those amazing insights. Thank you very much. Very quickly, we'll go on to unveil our volunteers for the 2025-2026 board year. Please, can we have the next slide? And to help us do that, we would like to introduce the YP chair and the YP co-chair for this board year officially as they come on to introduce the team they'll be working with to give us amazing results. Ladies and gentlemen, our YP chair for the 2025-2026 session is Wamaka Ibuanusi. She's a project engineer with Nest Oil. She's a results-driven engineer with over 6 years of dynamic experience in the energy industry and is known for her technical expertise and strategic project execution. She has played a pivotal role in the successful delivery of the EPC scope for the high-profile Train 7 projects at Energy Works Technology, which is a subsidiary of Nest Oil Limited. Throughout her career, Wamaka has consistently demonstrated strong leadership, effective communication, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities, enabling her to manage and resolve complex challenges under tight deadlines. Her robust skill set includes project planning and execution, time management, risk assessment, stakeholder communication, and cross-functional team leadership. Beyond her professional achievements, Wamaka is deeply committed to personal and professional growth. She actively leverages opportunities to enhance her skills and make meaningful contributions within the SPE community. Since 2020, she has joined the Society of Petroleum Engineers Port Harcourt board, where she supported several committees' initiatives focused on advancing the development of young professionals and driving the SPE vision and mission across the region. She is currently the SPE Port Harcourt Young Professional Chair and the SPE Africa Regional Communications Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for our YP Chair. Wamaka, could you just say hi? I know you'd come on later on, but just say hello to us. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me. Okay.
Thank you very much. And that was the voice of our YP chair. Just hold on to that. She would come on very quickly to, unveil the volunteers for this. Yeah. Sorry about, our DJ is on time off today. That was the right moment to give us some very nice music in Charlie and get the drums rolling, right? Okay. Very quickly, we'll go on to introduce our YP co-chair. Simon, please. Next slide. Thank you. Iwuwari Oya is a reservoir engineer at Hess Energy Limited. She holds a BTech in petroleum engineering from the River State University of Science and Technology and an MSc in petroleum production engineering from the University of Port Harcourt. She began her career with Topline Limited as an operations intern and later transitioned into a planning engineer role before joining Hess Holdings. Over the course of her career, she has contributed to robust field development planning, major reservoir management projects, and initiatives that have supported production increases. She was also recognized as the best graduating trainee in the Pioneer Hess Holdings graduate training program. Igowari's journey with the Society of Petroleum Engineers began as a student member, where she served as welfare chair and treasurer twice. Over the years, she has continued to contribute actively to the society and currently serves on the SP Port Harcourt Section Board. She has held several leadership positions, including ALP team lead for 2 consecutive board years, the WLP team lead, and student affairs co-chair. Under her leadership, the Port Harcourt section won the Best ALP Section Award. She has also served on committees for the YP Symposium, Awards Night, and other flagship programs. Passionate about learning, innovation, and self-development, she's driven to create change and make a lasting impact wherever she finds herself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Iwuwari Oya, reservoir engineer with Hess Energies, our YP co-chair. Iwuwari, if you can hear me, just say hi to us, and then I'll welcome back Maka to unveil the volunteers for us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Iwuwari here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. And back to you, Pauline and Iwuwari, as you take us on through the next slides. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daniel, so much for excellent moderation so far. See me on next slide, please. As of yesterday, we unveiled the Hall of Fames, the platform to recognize our previous YP shares who has been on this platform and has built the foundation for us to succeed and excel. For 2013 to 2014, the YP share was Adebola Bada. So, I know I don't see him on the call, but please, to our previous YP shares, I know I see you on the call sometime, but if you can just say hi, hello to us and a little bit of word of wisdom. Thank you. Nice. Okay, moving forward, we have our YP Mama, Patience Simon Abida, 2015, 2017. I think Mass Network has also caught up with that too. So for 2017, 2018, we have Alfred Inyekwe. For 2018, 2019, we have Ella Muzan. For 2019, 2021, we have Ikaka Ikena. For 2021, 2022, we have Dorcas Kuru. For 2022, 2023, we have Ofure Chizi. For 2023-2024, we have Justice Vidigo. And our immediate past YP share, we have Emanuela Agbo. Okay, please, if you're on the call, just kindly unmute and permit me to apologize to our incoming Vice Chair, Engineer Etta Agbo, who has been on the YP regional space. And sir, my sincere apology. After now, you will see a bigger flu. Okay,
Hello,
moving forward.
everyone.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Please, word of wisdom. We need it.
Alfred Chizzy here. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much to the YP committee here for this recognition. It's really, really great. I'm super grateful for this. I think a lot have been said already with regards to volunteering. We heard from our keynote speaker, His Excellency Etta Abo, and also the panelists. A lot have been said, consistency, being available to serve. And like we always say, volunteers don't just have the time, they have the heart. So I look forward to supporting each and every one of you in the course of this board year. And I know together we are sure going to achieve more. Kudos to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ofre. Thank you so much. Moving to the next slide, Simeon, please. Okay, for as we know, SP has its mission and vision, so we tailored it towards the YP committee for this board year. It's focused on our vision for this year. For this board year is to be the leading hub for nurturing globally competent and socially responsible young professionals in international, national, and indigenous energy industry, driving sustainable growth, innovation, and leadership within the SPE Port Harcourt region and beyond. Our mission, in line with SPE mission, SPE International mission, is to empower, engage, and elevate the next generation of energy professionals in the Port Harcourt region through impactful technical learning, professional development, leadership training, and community involvement, while fostering innovation, inclusion, and collaboration within the oil and gas industry and the wider energy transition sector. So to unveil the TIMI and the strategy for the body and our various committees with our target and goal, I'll call on our able YP co-chair Iwoware, please.
Good evening, everyone. See me on next slide, please. But before I proceed, I would like to sincerely appreciate our keynote speaker and panelists who have shared valuable insights with us this evening. We're really honored to have you in our midst. We truly appreciate you. You are mentors to so many of us here, and your contributions in SP have set the tone for us as young professionals, and we are committed to carrying this forward in this body year. So moving forward, we would go on to unveil the strategy for this year, for the body year for 2025-2026, the various YP committees, our team for the year that I've carefully chosen to kind of guide us and take us through the path where we intend to get to by the end of the body year is lead, connect, excel, and unlocking opportunities through the SP Young Professionals platform. For the 2025-2026, our goals and strategies, I'm just going to pick some points because of time. I'm not going to, talk through all of them or read. But basically, in a nutshell, it's just to ensure that we exchange technical information concerning the energy industry, ensure that the YPs are up to date, provide opportunities for the YPs to also learn, explore, increase their technical skills and their professionalism, also kind of provide career visibility for them, and provide personal development programs where they can also also give back to the society as well and feel like grow themselves and give back to the society in terms of ALP and other strategic CSR charity projects that we're going to do. So we also want to ensure that YPs are able to cultivate leadership skills and accountability through volunteerism and the various activities that are going to be carrying out in the body. We intend to impact the community around us through our CSR projects. And as well,
also focus on, one of our main key events as YPs, which is the Ambassadorial Lecture Program and the Energy for Me. Moving on to the next slide. Simeon, please, next slide. Okay, so in line with these goals and strategy that we have set forth for the body, myself and the YP co-chair cannot do it alone. And so we had asked for YPs out there to kind of volunteer and help us to drive this, all the many ideas and all the many dreams we have, to actually help us to bring it to limelight. So these are people who have volunteered on their own, we didn't compel them. They've come forward to say, okay, I want to join you to, achieve these dreams, to make sure we get these goals running and meet these targets and KPIs. So the very first committee is the membership committee, where we have Kimberly Kalu Tangod as the lead and Aloze Chinenye as this assistant. So they are basically going to ensure that our membership is maintained, increase membership as well as maintaining the current membership that we have across the young professionals. You could see the many names on the slide who have volunteered to be part of this committee. Just shows the amount of burning desires that YPs have to kind of contribute. And we hope to see each and every one of you contributing your own quota to ensuring that we achieve all our goals. And at the end of the day, by the time we're doing an AR, we'll be able to see what each and every one of us have contributed, and also how we've grown over the body as we contribute. We'll go on to the next committee. So the next committee is the fundraising committee, which I will be the lead, and they're assisted by Derry Ebere. Our major goal in this committee basically is to raise funds. So we are going to make sure that we raise funds, and basically by connecting with companies, driving sponsorship, engaging with potential sponsors to ensure that we have streams of income, because we have a lot of programs that we've put together. We want to do flagship events, the ones that we've been doing in the previous years, and we're going to need a lot of money to achieve these things. So we have about 5 people who have volunteered to be part of this committee. So moving forward. Yeah, because of time, we're just going to just run through them. Simeon, please, next slide. Simeon, if you can hear me, please, can we go to the next slide? Okay. So our next committee no longer see. So we have the Technical Information Committee, which is their job is basically to ensure that they plan and execute technical and professional series for the young professionals. So where this committee's target is basically to make sure that they connect with us, the fundraising committee, to secure sponsorship for physical technical meetings. So we are going to be engaging with various companies to ensure that we have technical activities or meetings, programs to educate the young professionals. In that space, we have Chinyere, who is the lead, and then we have Edwin Joe, who is the assistant. And just like the membership committee, we have a whole lot of volunteers who have come up to say they want to join the young professionals, the Technical Information Committee, to drive our vision in the young professional space. Please go to the slide before the Technical Information Committee. The slide before this. Okay, so we have the Industry Collaboration Committee as well, where we have Nicholas Asime and here Chiku as the assistant. The major thing this committee is going to be doing is to partner with companies to ensure that we get technical training as well as field trips. These are ways that we kind of ensure that our young professionals are up to date with what's happening in the energy industry, and also as well as develop ourselves in our various fields. So we have a lot of volunteers as well in this committee, and so we hope that with this many people that we have, all hands to be on deck, and then we are going to move the YP forward in this body. Yes, next slide, please. Next slide. So moving on, we have the next slide, please, Simeon. We have the Charity and CSR Committee that will be headed by Manasseh and ably assisted by Indie Favor. Their job is to identify charity projects within our community, within our regions where our section operates, and see how we can execute, projects that will impact our community. And we also have some flagship events like the YP Street Credibility Program we intend to execute in this body. So basically, this team will be our focal point to ensure that we are also giving back to the community around us. Next slide, please.
If you are.
Okay. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, for our Women Leadership Program Committee, we have Blessing Christian and August Patience. So typically, our goal here is to celebrate our emerging energy leader of the month, both male and female, plan and execute Women Leadership Program Summits in collaboration with the Women in Energy Network, and also host diversity and inclusion-based events that can motivate young girls in different
I'm back, Pauline.
regions. Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically it. And we have a list of programs that we've put together for this body, basically celebrating the IWD, going to schools for Reach Out on International Day of the Girl Child. We're also going to be celebrating the boys as well. And, celebrating emerging energy leaders of the month and carrying out other female programs that is going to impact the women in the YP space. Next slide, please. So we also have the ambassador lecture program, which is one of the key activities in the YP space. And over the years, we've been, making our mark in that space as a Section 103 YPs. Section 103 YPs, where we've brought back a lot of awards. Please, Dan, mute. Thank you. Where we brought back a lot of awards in that space. So we intend to continue the good work that we've been doing in that space. And this committee will be headed by. So we have two committees for the ALP. We have a physical and virtual, because we are now doing virtual ALP and physical ALP. So we split the committee into two, so we can focus on the different areas and ensure that those programs are well planned and fit for purpose. So for this committee, we have Ichela Dike as the lead and Shama Intubisi as his assistant. So they are going to ensure that they host and carry out the trainer program, and as well as deliver a number of ARPs and energy for me physically. Next slide, please. And then the online committee, we also ensure that they replicate the same thing, but this time around is going to be focused on the virtual program. Next slide, please. And this will be headed by Carlo David and assisted by Daniela for the online committee. And then we also want to ensure that all the good work we do not just end, offline. We want to showcase ourselves out there and put the Section 103 YPs out there, as well as, which is also an avenue for us to also attract members when they see the good work we're doing. So we want to make sure that we are out there, spark conversations, put out storytelling content at the newsletters, ensure that we are all on the social media platforms, carrying out events, showcasing ourselves, and also ensuring that we reach out to others and also be able to attract new members. And this will be headed by Gloria Suko and assisted by Ojeve. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm still trying to get that name correctly. Okay, next slide, please. So the social committee as well, they say all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So as we are going about doing our work as YPs, we are not forgetting the unwinding part. So once in a month, we also still want to gather and have a bonding session, see each other face to face. Everything is going virtual now. Some of our programs, most of it will be virtual. So we don't want to leave it that way. We also want to be able to see ourselves from time to time, bond, discuss, have fun, unwind. So we're looking at having these sessions once a month where all YPs will come together, spend some time, gist, bond, just as we are known for. We have Precious Vincent who will be anchoring this for us, and she'll be ably assisted by Neo Bongoma. And we have the list of volunteers who are also going to assist them, make sure that we have a lovely time out there once a month. Next slide. So we also have the report writing team, because it's not enough for us to do this many activities elsewhere. I remember when our keynote speaker was speaking, he said that we also need to put this together, because a time will come when the section chair, we have to put his report together and then send to SPA and show what we have done. So we as YPs, as much as we're carrying out these plenty events, we need to make sure that our reporting is, we are up to date with our reporting. So when the time comes, we can also show what we've been doing out there. And Emanuela Iberi and Gloria Madubuchi would make sure that we are up to speed with putting down and recording every event that we've done and how we have been able to, help, impact YPs out there in our community. Next slide, please. And not forgetting the graphic design team, because they bring our ideas to life through graphics. These are the first sites you see when you think of any program. The graphics is also one of the things that kind of attracts you to a program. And so they are going to be designing on our flyers for our YP events and activities. We are also looking at ensuring that we train some YPs who will also be equipped with designing skills and website creation skills, which is one of our key events or flagship events for the body. So this will be carried, this will be led by Wellington Wala and assisted by Barizoge Bariswa Swano. And we have a list of volunteers who are going to assist them bring this vision to light. So we also have the YP Cares Committee. We are not forgetting our YPs. We want to celebrate every one of us, every YP member. We'll celebrate our birthdays, put our pictures out there on our birthdays. If possible, we also plan to celebrate our birthdays as well, maybe once a month. So this will be anchored by Choma and assisted by our YP chair, who will work with Choma closely, and the list of volunteers we have to ensure that every YP is celebrated. We are appreciated for being YPs, even though we are not volunteers, whatever. Just appreciated, because we want to appreciate our YPs every month on your birthdays, on your anniversaries. We want to be there with you when you are having your key events. So to let you know that we cherish you, we appreciate you, and we are not taking your showing up for granted or just even being a member for granted. Yeah, next slide, please. So we also have the ALP logging committee. So one of the challenges we normally have is not just carrying out ALPs, but also being able to, log in those ALPs to SPI so that it's being accounted for at the end of the day when they are doing their appraisals and checking the effort that we've put in. And so we also have two people, Samuel Nathaniel and the YP chair, who is going to ensure that every ALP that we carry out is being logged and recorded and sent to SPI for record purpose. Next slide, please. We also have the debating committee. We know that we normally have this debate competition in the African region, and we've been showing our mark out there, and we want to, in fact, do better this year. So we are creating a committee for it and planning ahead to make sure that when the time comes, we're able to bring back the debate trophy this year. So James Alley is going to be, championing this, and we have a list of volunteers who also helping to make sure that our debaters are well prepared and are ready to bring the trophy home. Next slide. So these are the many volunteers who have decided to show up at the supports the YPCHA and myself, this body, to ensure that we achieve our goals and strategies and KPIs. And they are the major reason why we've gathered here today. And so I'm just going to call on the YP chair now as to swear in these volunteers and give them the go ahead to hit the ground running. Thank you. Over to you, YP Chair.
Confirm you can hear me, please.
Yes, we
Okay,
can hear you.
thank you, YP Koshe, for the excellent moderation. And permit me to also appreciate our speakers and our panelists, our moderator, and our keynote speaker. Thank you. Thank you for making out time out of your busy schedule to be part of this ceremony. So for the swearing in of the YP's volunteers, please, all the volunteers on the call, thank you so much for signing in to volunteer for this body, to commit to your time, your resource to achieve our mission and vision for this year's strategy and all the excellent target that we have set for ourselves. So please, as the sign is showing, you can either put your hand or one of your hand on your chest, then raise your hand like this. Okay. So please say after me. I pledge to uphold and promote the vision and mission of the SPE Section 103 Port Harcourt Young Professionals. I commit to dedicating my efforts to fostering impacts, maintaining the highest standard of professionalism, and embracing the spirit of volunteerism throughout the 2025-2026 board year. I promise to work collaboratively with my fellow volunteers, strive for excellence in all endeavors, and contribute positively to our community and organizations. I take this oath with the intention of fulfilling my responsibility with integrity, humility, and dedication. So help me God. Congratulations to everyone that has signed up to volunteer, to be part of the volunteers for this body. Just like our keynote speaker said, and all our panelists said, please, let's stay consistent. We have built all the beautiful initiatives. We need your support. We need your consistency. We need your dedication and your commitment to make that happen and to bring all the possible awards, all the beautiful recognition back home. Thank you. And once again, welcome on board. Next slide, Simeon, please. So I can't do this alone. I have to especially recognize and put a face as part of your volunteer, as being in that committee. You have to put a face to all your committee leads so that if there are any challenges or any suggestion you have to make, you can reach out to them. And just like our speakers have said, that the friendship that they have built today has during their time has become a lifelong relationship for them. So that has been the foundation of SPE in terms of volunteerism. So I'm so happy to unveil this our YP committee leads that will be championing most of our beautiful initiatives. And just like our YP coach has announced them in various committee, and this is them. I'm so happy to have everybody on board. Thank you. Next slide, Simeon. So, Daniel, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pauline, and congratulations once again. Congratulations to all of our volunteers, all of our team leads, all of our assistant team leads. It's amazing to see new and old faces on, the list of volunteers and also the list of those that will be leading these committees. Thank you very much. And right now, we'll be taking pictures, right? Remember, just like our keynote speaker said, every one of these activities needs to be documented. And one way we document this is through evidence that we had attendees join this event. And one of the striking things about today's event, while you turn on your cameras as we prepare to take our photos, is that we've completely maxed out from the start of this event, even up until now. We've been at top capacity, and that's amazing for the start of the body, and we look forward to having this consistently repeating throughout the body year. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn on our cameras, and then let's have our big smiles come up. So Okay, I'll just take off the spotlight. Simeon, confirm you are ready to capture these amazing faces of our volunteers. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for joining in. Let me know when you are done, Simeon.
Yes, I hear you, I can see you, and I can see all the beautiful faces coming up. So I have oh, my boss. Can see Dr. Smiler is on. Can see Harry. Can see Owari.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
and of course, we also have our board members in, joining us today. Yeah, you can see them. You can see their videos turned on.
Yes, we have.
I have
Okay,
our
hear me?
PC. Yes, we can hear you. Once you are done, let us know, Simeon.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Amiable volunteers, it's amazing. There's no way we, are doing this without you. And, whether you are the team lead, you are, co-lead, or you're just a committee member, we all have a role to play to ensuring that this section, Come Nice 2026, we're coming back with the award of Best YP section in Nigeria. And in fact, in the region, and, we're looking forward to getting the Presidential Recognition Award again. So please, let's give it our best. Let's, remain consistent as we take Port Harcourt section to the next level. Simeon, confirm if we're good to go. Okay, so Inauguration, please just continue with the capturing. Thank you very much. Just take a quick snaps and we should be good to go. I think Simeon dropped off the call. Just give us 1 minute and we should be done with the capturing. Okay, thank you very much. I think we'll go on to the next slide. I'll just go ahead and share. For the next activity, would be having a Kahoot session. Samuel Nathaniel, can you confirm? Thank you very much. Please, we can turn off our videos while we prepare to exercise our hands and our brains. As we're having our first Kahoot session for this body year. I'll see who tops that, and we get to see the remain there throughout the body year. Samuel, over to you for the Kahoot session.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Very good evening to our senior members, young professionals, and volunteers on the call. It's truly an honor to be hosting the first Kahoot session for this board year. And let's see who our winner is going to be. So this is not going to be Kahoot. We are going to do a Menti quiz. So just go to menti.com. Go to menti.com. I'll share my screen now. Menti.com on your browser. Okay, Daniel, please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen. Go ahead to present. Okay. Well, go ahead to presentation mode. Thank you. Okay, great.
Okay, so we have the code on the screen. So just go to www.menti.com and then enter the code 12791441. So we are going to accommodate the first 50 people. We have that limitation. So the first 50 people, I can see 24 people already. Wow. This is amazing.
Okay. So Samuel, we can go ahead to start.
All right, all right. So going on. Oh, apologies.
Please, can you share the code again?
Samuel, please confirm you can hear us.
Yes, please just give me a moment. Give me a moment, please.
Please, can you share the code again?
Yes, the code will be
Yes.
shared shortly on the chat box. So while we're waiting to fix that, so we also save some of our time as well. I would like to have our closing remarks. Just after the closing remarks, would have the mentee quiz come up. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome our program's chairperson, Madam Adeshola Robinson, for the closing remarks. Madam Shola, please confirm you can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Ma. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I'm taking the closing remarks, right?
Yes, please. And then we'll
Oh.
return back to the Kahoot game and the announcement.
Okay. Okay, I will start by saying thank you to the organizers of this event. For me, this is very, very rich. I believe it was put together to equip all our YPs with the tools needed to be a successful volunteer. And I actually believe that the objective was realized. Just like Moses Alum said, you guys are the future of SP Port Harcourt and also the Nigerian Council. So a lot has been said about what you stand to gain. But I will just chip in a couple of experiences, I've had in the past, right? I started volunteering in SP, I think 2014 or thereabout, yeah. And one thing it did for me, I was working at Halliburton then, it gave me visibility, within the company. There was a year, I think I was the short course chair, and the Nigeria Council went on a courtesy visit to Halliburton in Lagos. I was in Port Harcourt. And, they were just mentioning my name. Oh, you have Shola, you have, so I wasn't part of that courtesy visit. I didn't even know, something like that happened, and the kind of feedback I got after that, like everybody was like, oh, they were saying so much about me, so many good things about me. And it gave me visibility with, the leadership of Halliburton, those days. And then from then onwards, till I left Halliburton, anything about SP, they would just say, oh, call Shola, call Shola. So that is one guarantee. And I tell you, volunteering with SP got me a business development manager role, just because I was an SP volunteer. And I tell you, I'm not boasting, but you can actually count on your fingers the number of oil companies that you will mention, and I don't know somebody in there thanks to XP, thanks to volunteering in SP and the network of friends, very, very great, persons or friends that I've made, while volunteering with SP. I remember my boss used to say something, my boss at Aliboti, they say, you guys operate like a cult, and he used to say that because of the kind of bond, that we share within SP is so strong. So I assure you that you are in the right place. And I believe so much in this body leadership. Pauline and Iwo have the passion and energy. I assure you that. So go and make SP Port Harcourt proud this year. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Programs Chair, for sharing your story and also encouraging us to go on even in this body. We really, really do appreciate. And also, just before we go back to the Kahoot session, the mentee session, let's just be reminded, flyers have already been shared. The Train the Trainer program is coming up on the 8th of September. So as volunteers, please come. So, you are equipped with, the skills for Energy for Me, ALPs, Ambassador Lecture Program. You get to, learn from, people who have experience, right? We have Paige and James from SPI, they'll be our speakers, and the team is empowering energy ambassadors towards shaping future leaders. Come learn how to deliver insightful Energy for Me lectures, and then how to carry out ALPs. Right, you could just take a quick snapshot of this slide, just in case you haven't seen the email in your email box, and also mails will be sent out after this event. Please be on the lookout. So you register and plan to attend on Monday by 4 p.m. West African time. We'll see you there. Thank you very much. I'm back to you, Samuel, for our mentee quiz. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, so please let's join with the new code 32624126. Okay, I see people are already joining. 32624126. That is the new code. We have 15 participants. So once we get to 30, we will begin. Okay, so let's just go ahead. All right, first question. Who is the current YP chair of SPE section 103? The answers are coming really fast. Okay, just three people missed it. Okay, that's good. Next question. All right, Heartstorm is leading. Which ocean is the largest in the world? I like how the answers are coming in very fast. Okay, next question. Oh, let's see the leaderboard. We have a new, we have someone else who is leading. Which of these countries will not be hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup? So 3 countries will be hosting the World Cup. Which of these countries is not one of them? Okay, next question. Which of the following SPE publications is most related to young professionals? JPT, OGF, TWA, DSDE. Oh, so we have some work to do. It's way ahead. Who was the first female SPE international president? Diane Craig, 1998. Let's see the leaderboard. Oh, this person is still leading. Okay, next question. Where was the first commercial oil well drilled? The speed is amazing. Okay, it was in the US. With the theme of the YP Volunteers Inauguration in mind, which of these is the odd one? So we need to be paying attention to the theme. Okay, good one. Oh, Bolt is now first place. The total volume of oil that has been produced from a source over a period of time is known as? The fraction of interconnected pores in a reservoir is known as what? So having a mix of SPE, petroleum engineering. Okay, it's effective porosity. One minus connate water saturation, what would that give us? So in a system where we have oil, water, and gas, it's hydrocarbon saturation. Essentials, I see what you are doing there. Which of these is a unit for measuring oil production rate? How are we able to read these questions and answer them so fast? Okay, it's barrels of oil per day. We're talking about rate and not volume. So which of these companies is LinkedIn affiliated with? I believe we are all on LinkedIn, so we should know this one. 3 more questions. Who is the current YP co-chair of SPE Section 103? We need to know our leaders. Essential still leading. Who was the YP chair of SPE Section 103 in the 2014-2015 board year? From the Hall of Fame. Okay. And our last question. I think this one is for the fastest finger. Who is the current section chairperson of SPE Port Harcourt section? Uh-oh. So the name of our okay, our section chair is Dr. Pringle Egbe. Yeah, so this question was just to correct that it's Dr. Pringle Egbe, not Pringles Egbe. Who is our winner? Okay, Heartstorm is the winner. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Samuel. And I feel very proud right now, Heartstorm coming up first. Please, for those of us that don't know the name of our YP section chair, please do well to learn the correct name. And also, every other question there. Sam, I don't know why you made it this difficult, but I don't think we want you to handle Menti quizzes again. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so once again, I just want to say a very big thank you to all of our volunteers. It's been amazing anchoring this event and having to, see this onboarding, witness this event today. I must say that without a doubt, I'm very excited about the future for the 2025-2026 board year. I'm excited at what we would achieve. I'm excited at the energy we are bringing, the new energy, those of us who are coming with the experience, coming in to support Wamaka and Iwowari to ensuring that our YPs, our YP for Port Harcourt section keep standing out. Thank you very much. And, just like it has earlier been said, remember that it would require some sacrifices, some challenges would come along the way, but remain consistent, keep pushing, keep striving, keep showing up, right? And at the end, it's going to pay off. When you look at it, from all the stories we've heard today, you get to see that SPE volunteerism, gets to improve you more, gets to, help you in ways you can't imagine. You're going to hone your leadership, hone your social skills, hone your technical skills at the end of the day. And all of that is something that you can't just, buy, something that sometimes your career may not even offer you, just like we had in the case of Dr. Moses, having to lead teams, right? And we also heard from Dr. Ismaila, we also heard from Madam Patience, we also heard the story from Madam Shola, and also the amazing, career, I'll call it SPE career trajectory right now from our keynote speaker. Thank you very much to all of our speakers for making our time to be here with us today from your busy schedules. Thank you so much, for moderating the panel session and asking the right questions. And a big thank you to all of our volunteers for saying yes to this, big task that has been laid out in front of us. We look forward to, seeing you all through the body year and showing up. And until then, do have an amazing evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you on Monday for the trainer session and have a beautiful night's rest. Good night. Thank you.